Scope, the Right Side Broadcasting Network, uh, and WCCD AM 1000 out of the greater Cleveland area. I want to thank Pastor Darrell Scott for allowing us to participate on his AM radio station. If you are if you are slow on current events, news just came out just a few seconds ago before I got on the show. As we all know, we lost Carrie Fisher on yesterday. And her mom just passed away tonight. Debbie Reynolds was a big-time movie star. She was married to Eddie Fisher, who was Carrie Fisher's father. She was on her way to see her daughter earlier this morning, and wow. I mean, man, I can't wait to get out of 2016. I can't wait to get out of 2016. I mean, a lot of people. Now, I grew up with Carrie Fisher. I grew up with Carrie Fisher's movies, but I am a fan of the old movies. And I'm not really talking about old, okay? I mean, movies when they were in their heyday. That's where Debbie Reynolds was, and Debbie Reynolds was a knockout. She was one beautiful lady, man. And I remember watching her in a couple other movies back during the day. But I am so sorry. I don't know. I mean, wow. That is one hit to a family. That is one major hit for the daughter to die on one day and then the mom to go out on the next. I think from experience, and I wasn't alive at the time. Actually, this was before I was born. My father, who was a pastor, his mother was in the hospital with cancer. And she was dying, actually, but she was in the hospital with cancer. Well, my father's father had left the hospital to go fishing to be out on the water. And he fell into the water. Now, it just so happened that it was cold. It was very cold. And he developed pneumonia. And he died. My father's father died of pneumonia from falling into the cold waters while he was fishing. He developed pneumonia and died. And not even a week later, after my father performed the eulogy of his father, he had to perform the eulogy of his mother a week later after his father had died. That's the closest that I have had anything in my family close to what Reynolds and Fisher. But my heart goes out to that family, what is left. When my father died of cancer, imagine this. Because many of you know, and maybe many of you don't know, but I was adopted. So when my father passed away in 1997, there was no more family members in his bloodline. Imagine a whole bloodline of a family dying out. Now, I carry on his name, but imagine a whole family, a whole bloodline dying out. No, there's no more. There's no more of that blood on this earth from that line. And and I really never even thought of it like that before. I mean, thought it would happen. I never saw it coming. And when my father died, I thought about it a lot. But I don't know. Right now, I don't. Because I'm not tuned in to see if Fisher has any brothers or sisters or right now. But we're definitely praying for the family right now. We're praying for the Reynolds family. We're praying for the Fisher family. Wow. Okay. So, with that said, phone line's open. tonight, 202. She has a daughter. Oh, my goodness, that's right. Oh, my God. Zsa Zsa Gabor died last week. Debbie Reynolds died this week. Carrie Fisher died this week. George Michael died this week. Prince died this year. Natalie Cole died this year. Jesus. 2016. I remember a year being like this a long time ago. And people were saying what I'm getting ready to say to you, man, I can't wait till this year's over. I mean, we only got a couple more days and, wow. 202-470-673. We're going to open up the phone lines in just a few seconds. I'm going to bring on my co-host, Mr. Hutch Bailey Jr. So much happening in the news today. I know many of you watched or heard about John Kerry basically tell Israel they can't be Jewish and Democratic at the same time. Honestly, I think that's what happens for the liberal Jews, okay, that vote Democrat. Okay, that's so that Debbie Wasserman Schultz and all of them can be part of the Democrat Party. They tell them you can't be Jewish and Democrat at the same time. So you have to pick one. And that's why it's so easy for liberal Jews to side with a party that is big on abortion, big on lying to their constituents, big on lying to their voters, doesn't mind creating programs to keep minorities down. Liberal Jews have decided that they don't want to be Jewish. Liberal Jews have decided they want to be Democrat. I mean, and I'm going along with John Kerry. John Kerry said it. You can't be Jewish and you can't be Democrat. That's what he said. I can't believe he said it, but that's what he said. Ladies and gentlemen, let me bring on my co-host, the co-host with the most. I'm talking about the Godfather of War Radio, Mr. Hutch Bailey Jr. What's up, Hutch?
Good evening, Mr. Dupree, and good evening to everybody listening and watching worldwide. Can't wait till 2016's over either.
Did you hear about Debbie Reynolds? Just a few minutes?
Yeah, just right before the show, as a matter of fact.
Dude.
Yeah, it's one of those years.
Jeez, man. I'm telling you, man. I mean, all I have to say is, like I said before, we can't wait until we get out of this year. We can't wait. I'm gonna open our first caller tonight. I'm gonna drop this first caller in right now. My first caller tonight is 302. What's your name? Where are you calling from? You're on the line.
This is me, Paul. I'm down in Florida.
Say again?
I'm down in Florida.
Florida. Okay, go ahead.
This whole situation with John Kerry's hour and 10-minute rhetoric speech has just brought fruit to the bearing of ISIL. Obama had spoken about ISIL 2 years ago. And ISIL is the total destruction and annihilation of Israel. There's just a little bitty piece of property there. If you look at the map and you look at all the Arab states, there's just a little piece of red, and that's Israel. And that's the only thing stopping that whole Arab world from being connected.
Right.
Now, they've been with us since 1948, same year I was born.
Mm-hmm.
And Truman jumped on the wagon first to back them up when they left British rule. And they have done nothing but helped and aided this country. These guys turned their friggin' back on them today.
I know they did. Did.
Sickening.
Yeah, it was.
It sucks. Look, man, I'll talk to you later.
All right, thank you, man. Thank you for your call. Yeah, Hutch. I mean, he's feeling like a whole lot of other people are.
Myself included. I mean, that speech by John Kerry and the tone that he issued it in.
Yeah.
You know, thinking of John Kerry. Now, this guy played a half the Swift boat thing. He wasn't a full-fledged combat person.
Right.
And he took his medals on television and threw them over the fence at the White House, got on TV in front of Congress, and came out in his fatigues with his hair not even cut, and was talking bad about the United States military. This guy's been a traitor ever since he's been around. And that I listened to that speech again. At first, it didn't hit me as strong as it did today. But today I'm watching and I'm listening to Netanyahu's response.
Oh, man.
And it was just, first of all, the two-state solution, there never was any Palestine. Palestine was never a country. They were freaking refugees from Jordan.
Right.
And the whole thing has just been misreported, and it's sickening when you hear college kids talking about it. And I mean, a Jewish kid can't even go to school in California, to college. I mean, they get freaking harassed. It's just something I've had enough of it. I can't wait till January 20th.
But for him to come out right now and do that, and then tomorrow Barack Obama is going to take his little punk self and is going to talk about. The rumor is that he's going to throw out sanctions on Russia.
Yeah,
for something that they have no proof.
It's unbelievable. And look how cowardly Barack Obama is. He's a cowardly little child. He runs to Hawaii before he orders Kerry to do this. He leaves Kerry out there by himself with no president around. He's in Hawaii somewhere. Mm-hmm. And he has Samantha Power and the woman that was at the UN before, I can't remember her name, the one that pushed the Benghazi video thing, and John Kerry out here leading this charge, and he's nowhere around.
Right. No, I agree. Do we have another angry caller on the line? 347, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
Big Ridge from New York City. How you doing, gentlemen?
What's up, man? Go ahead. You live.
Good. Listen, I feel this is a personal vendetta Obama's doing towards the president of Israel. If you recall, they had the conflict even before they decided to do this nonsense in the UN. Do you remember when the president of Israel called out Obama while Obama was doing a speech in the UN? Then there was another incident when the president of Israel never showed up to another UN meeting. This is the same president who tried to change the outcome of Israel elections.
Yeah, he sure did.
Never been done in the United States. You understand what I'm saying? And this is something that didn't happen. This is something that he woke up tomorrow for the UN, does not vote on it. This is a personal vendetta. That's all it is, a personal vendetta. And let me tell you something else. If Congress knew the outcome of this election, they would have impeached Obama a long time ago if Congress knew what was going to happen in this election. That's all I got to say, brothers. Y'all take care, sir. God bless.
Hey, man, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, that's another thing people don't talk about. He's talking about Russia. Everybody's all got their panties in a wad about Russia influencing our election, which they didn't even do.
They did.
But Obama influenced. It didn't work. See, that's the good part about it, because Netanyahu outlasted Obama.
Not only did he try to influence Israel, he tried to influence England.
Yeah.
The Brexit thing.
Absolutely.
And they caught him out on it. So, there you have proof. We saw that. You have proof. The Congress, the CIA, Brennan, or some of the people over there said, oh, well, yeah, we got proof. All right, well, Congress, okay, well, come on, show us. That's okay.
Unbelievable. And the thing is, I'll tell you what's even worse than that. And that's John McCain and Lindsey Graham coming out here and beating the war drums with Russia. Over something that's not even real. The election tampering. Give me a break. You want to see election tampering? Let's investigate every blue region that voted overwhelmingly for Hillary Clinton. That's the place to investigate, and that's where you'll find voter fraud. And
honestly, if you really want to, okay, let's say, and I know that they didn't, but let's say that they hacked the election. Well, why didn't Hillary win?
Right. Good point, man. Yeah.
Y'all are telling us that she got 3 million popular votes. Why didn't Russia mess with those? Why didn't Russia mess with those then? And on top of that, you're trying to tell me that they left a footprint, or at least that's what the alleged stories are, is that they left a footprint, but they didn't leave a footprint for the DNC, even though they're blaming it for the DNC. You know, this administration is stupid. They don't know what they're doing. And actually, when Obama took office, everybody was talking about, you know, this on-the-job training because he's never been an executive before. He's never created jobs before. It's supposed to be on-the-job training. He's been on-the-job training for 8 years, and he still can't get it right. He still can't get it right, Hutch.
I think they overestimate his intelligence exponentially. I think the guy, and I've said it before, and not just him, the whole leftist cabal, they should have waited 10 more years. They should have waited till there was more stupid American kids out there in the electorate. They jumped the gun by about 10 years. There was too many of us left that got taught the right things in school. You know, these poor kids, they walk around, they can't tell you about the Holocaust.
No, they can't.
You know,
No, they can't.
And on purpose.
No, they can't. They can't tell. Look, I was reading it somewhere earlier. School is supposed to be for higher learning. No, well, that's what we were talking when we were growing up. It's changed to now school is for indoctrination.
Absolutely.
They aren't learning anything in school. They're not learning anything in school. These millennials aren't learning anything in school. All they're learning is to cut class when they don't get their way. Cut class and march.
And, you know, we could even, if you recall, we've had some millennials on the staff here at the show.
Yeah, we have.
And you talk to them, and they're smart. You know what I mean? They're conservative, but they still think white privilege is a real thing. They still think global warming is possibly I mean, they've been brainwashed, even the smart ones.
Yeah. Hey, we got another caller on the line. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, Wayne, it's Mike from Massachusetts.
What's up, Mike from Massachusetts? Go.
Well, my opinion about what Obama's trying to do is he's trying to tie Putin around Trump's neck. So, in 4 years, he can say, see, Trump and Putin were working together. And he could make it real hard for these sanctions to be taken off. And that's what I think he's going to be doing.
Well, I mean,
what do you think?
Well, thank you for your call. It's hard for Obama to take that to take that direction and try to hang Putin around Trump's neck when Trump is willing to work with Putin to take out ISIS. I mean, they've already worked out some type of long distance type of relationship where, okay, guess what? I'm going to watch you and you're going to watch me, but let's work together on a common issue. Trump doesn't believe anything that the Obama administration is talking about in regards to Russia right now. Now, that's not to say that he is giving Russia a pass, Hutch. That's not to say he's giving Russia a pass, but that is saying that he would rather work with another big superpower on taking out ISIS than to jump right in and say, you're my enemy, I want to start World War III with you.
And let's not forget that Democrat icon superpower Franklin Delano Roosevelt paired up with Russia and the Soviet Union during World War II, and the Soviet Union took the most amount of casualties of any country when it comes
That's true.
to the Germans. And I just have to issue a statement to the chat rooms. I know there's millennials out there that know what time it is. I wasn't meaning to sound like I meant all millennials. But you know, and I know, and the American people know, that if you look around, some of your buddies don't have a clue what time it is. And it's because of the schools. I know that you people are out there listening to the program, and you're on top of your game, and thank God for that. But we got to multiply that and make it more, because there's a lot of you that aren't.
They're getting on you, Hutch. They're getting on you.
They were, and deservedly so. Deservedly so.
Oh my God, 202-470-6738, 202-470-6738. Like I said at the beginning of the show, prayers and thoughts and prayers go out to the Reynolds family, the Fisher family, for The loss of Debbie Reynolds tonight, Carrie Fisher last night, or yesterday. We also, Carrie, the catch-up man. Carrie is really, he stood up there and basically told Israel, "You ain't trying." He said, "You ain't trying." And the Palestinians basically he gave the Palestinians the benefit of the doubt. That's what that's what it looked like to me, is that he gave them the benefit of the doubt.
To me, it looked like he sided with Hamas. He didn't even mention. Go ahead. He didn't even mention the Palestinians or Abbas, the president. He kept talking about Hamas, which is a militant terrorist organization. But I gotta protect Heinz Ketchup for a second. The only reason Kerry's involved with Heinz Ketchup is because Senator Heinz got killed in a helicopter crash, and before his body was cold, John Kerry went and married his widow. That's the only reason he has anything to do with Heinz Ketchup. Let's just take that off the table, because that's a Pittsburgh thing.
Oh yeah, that's right. Heinz Field. That's right. Heinz Ward.
Very near and dear to our hearts.
Heinz Ward. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. John Kerry is.
I can't stand that guy, man.
I can't.
I almost got on social media and said I hated the guy, and I never do that. Man. I didn't do it either, but
man, what is wrong?
It was close.
What's going on with you? 413. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Cassie Dillon.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we have Cassie Dillon from Raised Right here on the Right Side Broadcasting Network on Thursday evenings at 7 o'clock, right?
Yes, 7 o'clock Eastern Time.
7 o'clock, okay. So, you're a millennial. What's up?
Well, a lot is up, There's been a lot of stuff going on, even though school's out of session. But I heard you were just talking about John Kerry's lovely, lovely speech he gave today.
Oh, yeah. Top of the line bull crap.
I think what he was trying to do was filibuster and beat Rand Paul's record. Somebody needs to let him know. He's not going to break it, even though he wants to sit on TV for an hour and talk in circles.
Yeah, look, if you watch people on social media, all they were doing is basically, look, dude, say something else. Say something else. Because you keep attacking Israel. You're pissing people off. You're making people angry. People were getting on social media. They were really turning him a new, they were really going after him, boy. They were really going after him. And he deserved everything that he got on social media. He deserved everything. And now when you look at him, you look at his reputation. Hutch, I don't even know if he's going to get elected again.
I
went to Israel this summer. I was traveling around. I was there for 10 days, and my hotel was in East Jerusalem. So was I in occupied territory? Was I sitting in a settlement? Was I sitting somewhere where the Jews don't belong? I was walking around the old city. I went to the Western Wall, which Barack Obama did too. You saw Benjamin Netanyahu tweet something out today, and it was a picture of Barack Obama praying at the Western Wall when he was running for president in 2008.
He didn't mean it. That was blasphemy
I'm
anyway.
surprised he wasn't down on his knees with his head pointed toward Mecca. Really, when you think about it. The guy, Kerry, is unbelievable. He's cadaverous, for one thing. He looks like a dead man talking. And he's up there, and he's just the tone of his voice. I felt like pimp slapping him.
Ooh.
Well, a lot of people draw the comparison between Kerry's face and a stone at Stonehenge. I totally get it.
Yeah,
he's as dumb as a rock, and he looks like a rock.
Yeah. Well, he had that lurch thing going on today, and you're right. Because honestly, I really haven't looked at Kerry in a few years. It looks like he has some steroids going on with his face or something like that.
He does. What 70-year-old guy rides a mountain bike around in Europe in tights?
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
There's something wrong with the guy, man. There really is. And think about this.
He was wearing tights.
He was almost the president of the United States.
That's what I was thinking too. Oh my God, Cassie! Just before he got finished talking, that's the first thing that hit my mind. I was like, man, he could have been the president of the United States.
Exactly.
Standing up here talking
forever.
like that.
I just wanted it to be over. and I feel like I apologize for this all the time, but I'm so sorry. The worst people in America come from my state. I'm from Massachusetts. I'm sorry for Elizabeth
Sorry to
Warren.
hear that.
I'm
Yeah, I was
sorry
gonna
for
say that
John
too.
Kerry. I'm sorry for them.
So, well, hold on, wait a minute. You gave us Elizabeth Warren, John Kerry, Mitt Romney.
Ted Kennedy.
You need to move.
I know. And even Jill Stein. She's from Massachusetts as well, so I'm so sorry.
Oh, my God. Jill Stein is from up there, too?
Jill Stein was a professor, I think she was a professor at Harvard. But yeah, she lives in Massachusetts, and I'm just so sorry.
She could probably buy Harvard now with that GoFundMe thing that she had.
We're slowly trying to turn the state red. We'll keep trying, but with people like Elizabeth Warren, it's going to be a little difficult.
You need to move to Auburn.
What's the first sergeant's name, though? He's up there, right?
Who?
Oh, yeah. Al Baldessaro. No, he's not in Massachusetts, I don't think.
I
what's he-
mean, we have Kurt Schilling. I guess Kurt Schilling's going to run against
He's a
Elizabeth
good-
Warren.
Yeah. He's
He's a good
running
dude.
against Elizabeth Warren.
He's a good dude.
I
Yeah.
plan on working on that campaign, like, completely. Like, I'm going to stop grad school and go right over to that.
Okay, well, look, Cassie is a member of the RSBN team. Cassie, have you been to Auburn yet?
I have not been to Auburn, but I've been to Mobile.
You
I'm
gotta
saying that right.
you gotta go down there and check out the studios. You gotta hook up the studios. You gotta check out what's going on with the RSBN situation.
Definitely. I committed myself to decorating the office. So I'm going to look.
Oh no!
Give it a few weeks. I'm going to decorate it.
No, we can't have that because it'll be all pink and everything in there, man.
No. I told him the first thing we're doing is buying a Marine Corps flag and an Air Force flag and putting it up.
Okay, bro. I
What
mean,
about the Army flag?
yeah. How about the Air Force flag?
All right, I guess we can put up the Army flag, but I'm Team Marine, okay?
Air Force.
Army.
I was an Air Force ROTC cadet, so I definitely would love an Air Force flag.
Okay. All right. Wait a minute. Did she say no Air Force flag?
No, she said she
No, I
could go
said
for it.
definitely.
Okay. All right. I mean, I spent 8 years in that thing. I better see an Air Force flag up there. Well, look, you got to get down there before the end of the year. So I've already talked to Joe. They got a one-way ticket for you down to Auburn. Bridget, my sister, is going to take care of you down there. So.
Please, I'm right now. I'm in D.C. I'm sitting in the swamp. And
Oh,
I'm
you're in
rotting
D.C.?
away like everybody else here. Get me out of here.
I was born there.
She's in the swamp.
Well, stay
I'm in
away
the
from the
swamp.
drain because it's getting ready to get drained. So stay away from the
Yeah.
low-lying
I'll hold
area.
on tight.
You're going to CPAC too, right? You're going to CPAC.
Yes, I'll actually be flying in from Israel to CPAC to stay there for a few days, and I will certainly be there. I'll be having a good time, and I can't wait to meet everybody.
You going back to Israel?
Yes, I'm going to study abroad in Israel next semester.
You have family there?
No, I'm just going to be studying at a university over there.
Are you going to be in Jerusalem?
No, I'll be in Haifa.
Okay. A good friend of mine is a medic in Jerusalem.
Oh.
They-
I'll be
they
right on
have
the
a lot-
beach in Haifa. That'll be great.
There's some Desert Storm stuff for you there.
Yeah,
Wayne.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, Desert Storm. Okay, well, look, we got to get you down there to Auburn as soon as possible so you can check out everything. Don't mess things up, Cassie, please. When I get down there, I don't want to see a whole lot of flags, but your flag, I don't want to see any type of flag. I like the flags you talking about, but I don't want to see any type of flag.
Christmas tree
All
looks
right.
good.
Yeah.
We'll see what's going to happen. Don't worry.
Tell them put some carpet in that thing too.
Yes, that's the first thing on the list. We definitely need some carpet down there. It looks like a
Can't believe-
hospital room.
Can't I know? You know what? I thought I was watching an episode of Grey's Anatomy when I turned on the thing. I was like, wait a minute. Look at those floors. I can see people walking upside down on those floors, man.
I was ready to
Yeah.
see a modern
Looks like
day
a
Sergeant
hospital.
Carter come in.
Well, look, Cassie is part of Ray's Right. She's here on RSBN every Thursday at 7 p.m. And her buddy Will, what's his last name? Hedden?
Will Nardi.
Narden. Okay, Narden. But Cassie, you can find Cassie. Let everybody know how they can find you on Twitter
At Cassie Dillon.
and Facebook. You got a Facebook?
Yes, I do have Facebook. It's also /Cassie Dillon. And you can follow Will at Will the Thinker.
There you go. At Will the Thinker. That's a cool one. That's a cool one right there. That's a cool one.
All right, Wayne. Well, thanks for having me on.
All right, Cassie, you take care of yourself. And everybody, again, Ray's Right, Thursday night on RSBN.
Yep, see you tomorrow.
Okay, God bless. Ladies and gentlemen, you listen to the Wayne Dupree Show. That was Cassie Dillon. So make sure that you check out their show on Thursday night here on RSBN. RSBN is going 24/7, as a matter of fact, too, starting in January.
And what are we going to do Fridays and Saturdays? Is that talkable yet?
You're going to bring it right now?
No, you go change the subject.
No, you just bring it out.
You're a professional. You can change the subject. I know.
Cause take it up.
Caller from 410.
No, I mean Cassie and Will are millennials too, and like we were talking earlier, there's some millennials out there that just ain't got it. They ain't got it.
No,
they ain't got it. But for
like I said, there's some that do, man. And
for Cassie and Will, they got it. They got it, and they're trying to do something for millennials. It's a show basically for millennials and the other people that want to listen and watch, but they kind of keep it hip, or unless hip is like an old thing to say.
Oh yeah, that's
Is
They
hip
look at
old?
you. That's like icebox.
Okay. Well, they try to keep things cool. Is that old too?
I don't know. I mean, I think it's chill now.
Chill?
That might
no.
even be old.
That's old too.
That might be old.
Yeah.
You ask your daughter, man. Your daughter can tell you.
No, because
it changes
they'll laugh
every
at me.
week.
They'll
Every
laugh
week
at
it
me.
changes.
No, they'll laugh at me. Believe me.
I'm sure.
Believe me, they will.
What, they listen? My kids don't even listen.
Well, they listen when they walk up and down the steps. But whenever I talk to them, I'd use that, "What's up, yo?" And they were like, "No, Dad, no."
No, Dad.
No.
I get the same thing.
No, Dad. No. Like,
The funny part is they think they know something.
I know, don't they?
That's the funny part.
Man, please. Let me see. We got 201, I think. 201 is on the line. What's up, 201?
Hey, Wayne. Hey, Hutch. How are you? It's Debbie from New Jersey.
Hey, Debbie from New Jersey.
Did you guys have a nice Christmas?
Yes, ma'am. How about you?
Well, I just hearing about your flags over there. You have to throw a Navy flag in there, guys. I mean, what's up with that?
I think she said that, though. I mean, I think that was one of the first ones that she said.
She said Marines and Air Force.
Air Force.
No.
And you said Army.
And then I said
I
Army.
didn't-
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Cassie, make that one Air Force, one Army, one Navy, one Marines.
Got to cover all your bases, Wayne.
Yes, ma'am.
Listen, I'm just calling about that John Kerry thing because this has been bugging me all day long.
Made you sick, didn't it? It made you sick, didn't it?
Made me crazy and sick. I think the worst part about it is they had 8 years. They wanted to change the conversation over there. They wanted to do something about Russia. They had 8 years. Now here we are, less than a month to go, and they're going to damn near get us killed with their antics and the way they're playing this out. And it made me wonder, why are they changing the narrative all of a sudden? Why is there this huge rush to be, out there, involved in international, pieces of the pie that most presidents, like you said, back off at this time and bow to the next guy so they don't leave him with a mess. They're stirring up the hornet's nest. And it's like, why? What are they trying to do to either, get people to start talking about something else or so they don't look into something? I don't know. Something's up. I don't like it.
You know what? Debbie, thank you. Thank you for calling in. And if I don't talk to you again before New Year's, I want you to have a great New Year's, okay? But you brought up something just a few minutes ago, and if we take everything the way that it's happened over the last couple of days, you would think that Barack Obama and John Kerry and the administration is trying to do something, Hutch. You would think that they're trying to do something because
Well,
they
I
did this
think
thing
what-
against Israel today. They're going to do the thing against the Russia tomorrow. There's something going on, man.
Well, Obama is going to be one of the first presidents that doesn't go away. That's number one.
Well, yeah.
He's already said, and watch, because Mike Obama is not going to live in Washington, D.C., but he said that he's going to live there. So she's going to move somewhere like Chicago or Florida, and Obama's going to stay there. And you're going to hear him all the time, and the media is going to flood to him and everything. But listen to how it's going to backfire. What happened yesterday and today, last couple days with this UN thing, has finally opened up a serious debate among conservatives who have control of the entire government about defunding and hopefully closing the United Nations. I mean, that's been big talk today. You've heard people like Mike Huckabee and several others say, hey, jackhammer this thing and push it into the East River. Get rid of the UN. I mean, that's the sentiment that's going on right now. They're talking about it in Congress, and Donald Trump isn't even in the White House yet. So I think this is going to be good. I do. We'll patch things up with Israel. That'll get fixed. What we need to have is a real treaty with Israel. We don't have one.
Hey, going back to the flags again, Cassie, you sort of started something. Pam C in the chat room was like, you can't forget the Coast Guard either. Coast Guard is part of that thing too. So, I mean, you got to put all of them in there.
That's the problem when you start talking about the military.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
you got to add. That's why they all
you got to
say
put all of them in there.
soldiers, sailors, airmen, Marines, Coast Guardsmen, mailmen. I mean, it goes on and on and on.
Yeah, you got to. Cassidy started something on the Wayne Dupree show, and then she left, and then she rolled out. Cassie,
and that's what Obama's doing. Obama is starting something he can't finish. He's starting something with Russia that he can't finish.
Yeah.
And if I was Donald Trump, that's what I'd call him up and say, hey, man, don't start anything you can't finish.
Hopefully right after the press conference from Obama tomorrow, I hope that Trump has one right after that. To reassure Russia, and to clean up some of this stuff, because you can tell that Obama is trying to muddy the waters for
such a petulant child.
Yeah, I mean he's trying to muddy the waters for our foreign policy, and I mean honestly, and don't take this wrong, he's doing a bang up job. He's doing a bang up job. He's making us look real. Well, he's making himself. He's not making us, because I didn't vote for the dude. I didn't vote for the dude twice, So, but he's trying to make America just look weak. He's and
he did
man,
a good
there's so
job.
much more I could say.
He did a good job, but it's not going to work. None of it's going to work.
Transsexual thing.
All that. 3-4 bathrooms and, just.
I mean, well, at least the Navy is turning around and
now
they're bringing the servicemen back.
All those political admirals like John Kirby, who's now the Secretary of State spokesman as a civilian traitor, just like John Kerry. All these guys, they're starting to see what time it is. Mm-hmm. And now the white hats are coming out. The guys that were always good, but they were scared because they were surrounded by people like Obama. I'm kind of one of those guys, but I wasn't scared. But they're coming out now, and we're gonna take this back. This is gonna be reversed. Guaranteed.
We got 913.
Hi, you guys.
We got 913 on the line. 913, go ahead.
Hi, Wayne and Hutch. This is Dorothy from Kansas. And despite all the madness going on across the entire planet, I've got a really funny YouTube video suggestion for everybody to watch. And there's some cussing in it, so keep the kids away. But it's called The World's Greatest Troll, The Humor of Donald Trump.
Okay.
All right.
What's some details?
Pardon me?
Give the audience a little bit of details so they'll go check it out.
Okay. Oh, okay. It's basically detailing how Trump trolls the media and Hillary Clinton, and it shows some clips from all the craziness. But it ranks right up there with those "you can't stump the Trump" videos. And again, it's on YouTube. Please watch it. It's about 13 minutes long.
That's a long one. What's the title again?
Can't Stump the Trump, right?
Yes. Okay. The title is "The World's Greatest Troll: The Humor of Donald Trump."
Okay. And Dorothy, before I let you go, you said that you're from Kansas, right?
Yeah. Yes.
You cannot make that up. You can't make that up.
Exactly.
We got Dorothy from Kansas. Dorothy from Kansas.
Wow, I didn't even put it together.
I did when she first called in.
Click your heels, young lady. Click them.
When she first called in, I was like,
"No place like home. No place like home." You guys, thanks for taking my call. Happy New Year, and God bless you.
Thank you. You too now. God bless you too.
Ladies and gentlemen, a perfect call.
A perfect call.
Did you listen to that call?
But check this out. Are you there? Hutch. Hello, Hutch. You know what? And I knew something happened to his phone because he went out. Hutch. Hello, Hutch. Okay, I'm gonna call Hutch back. But many of you that were watching the video saw me take a sip of my drink here, and I was saving the drink for the show. I was specifically saving this drink for the show because I wanted to drink something. I wanted to drink something while I was, I get thirsty a lot. Sometimes it's water, sometimes it's coffee.
Hey, this is Hutch Bailey Jr. deep down in the bunker.
Thanks
for calling Cold War Radio.
Something happened to Hutch's thing. This is carbonated water, man. This is carbonated water. No sweetness, no nothing. Carbonated water. I don't want that. Thank you, Jimmy Johns. If you out there, tweet Jimmy Johns. They get carbonated water for the Wayne Dupree Show. 647, you're on the line. Go ahead.
Hi, is this Wayne?
This is Wayne.
Hey, this is Big Ed from Toronto. How you doing?
What's up, man? Go ahead.
Hey, listen. Hush just said that Obama is not going to go away. Let me give a little advice to Obama. He better go away. Because if he doesn't, Trump will destroy his legacy, just like how Trump destroyed all those Republicans who ran against him. And please, don't forget, Trump has destroyed the Clintons, he has destroyed the Bushes. They will never ever get back into politics. Then the other thing Obama is saying is that if he had run a third term, he would have beaten Trump. He did run because he went out and he campaigned for Hillary, and Trump still beat them. Anyhow, guys, you guys are doing a great job. Have yourself a good new year, and we will pick this up in the new year.
Thank you, man. Thank you for your call. Thank you for your phone call. And he's right. Well, to a point, because Trump is going to destroy Obama's legacy within the first 100 days. All they had to do is get rid of those 100 or so executive orders, and then it's almost like Barack Obama's never been there before. And that's crazy, too. That's crazy. That's crazy because I'm going to say some numbers again, and I've been saying them because I don't want anybody to forget it. But Barack Obama has been touting that he created 10 million jobs. 10 million jobs. Now, there's 95 million people out of work. But Barack Obama said that he has created 10 million jobs. But Princeton and Harvard did a study that said 94% of those 10 million jobs were part-time. You can't build a country on that. You can't build a stable country on that. So, if he's touting creating 10 million jobs, most of them part-time, then how can you be happy with that? And then another number came out where food stamps, as long as Barack Obama has been in office, food stamps has jumped 32%. 32%. So basically what you're telling me is you created 10 million jobs, Barack Obama. You created 10 million jobs. But food stamps went up 32%. See, the numbers are fuzzy, man. The numbers are fuzzy. And somebody's lying. Now, I tend to be on the side that what I see, I believe. And I've been seeing a whole lot of people on food stamps. I've been seeing a whole lot of people on food stamps. I've been seeing a whole lot of people who've lost their job. I even lost my job. I lost my job 2 years ago. There's no way, and you know, I'm not saying, well, I know when Bush was president, I had a good job. I did. I had a good job when Bush was president. Lost my job when Barack Obama. See, do I have Hutch on the line? Hello, Hutch. Here we go again. So, hey, Hutch.
Hey, my whole internet went out there for a second. I'm back, though.
Who is this?
Me?
Hello?
Hutch. Oh, stop. Don't make me throw my computer out the window. Your whole... My whole internet went out. It's the NSA.
And I heard, and you know, and I heard when it happened, because you were like, I was like, uh-oh.
I thought it was just a bad Skype call, and then I looked at YouTube went out too, and I was like, uh-oh. Yeah. I went around back and...
Well, while you were gone, I was talking about these numbers, man. I want to remind everybody about these numbers as we are going into another administration, because, you know, the media is at fault because the media is pushing these numbers that Barack Obama created 10 million jobs while he was president.
What, the part-time jobs?
The part-time jobs, not 94%. 94% part-time. 94% part-time, and food stamps went up 32%. But he was supposed to have created 10 million jobs. He's a liar,
I saw
man.
a report that was about restaurants, and it was about all these restaurant owners that were saying that they couldn't keep enough chefs in order to make the food, you know, to have a big menu.
I can see that.
You know,
Yeah.
Did you see that one?
No, but I can see that, though.
What they blamed it on was two things. They blamed it on the push for $15 an hour jobs for everybody, the dishwashers and everybody. And these chefs were making $20, $25 an hour. And they blamed it on healthcare costs, on Obamacare. This guy has destroyed the service economy.
He's a punk, man. He's a punk.
He is.
He's a punk. And I'm going to say it until January 20th. I'm going to say it as long as he's on stage. And from what we know, he's going to stay on stage. But as long as he's on stage, I'm going to call him a punk.
Yeah, he's got to go, man. He really does. And he needs to go to a summer camp and learn how to throw a baseball like a man. Because that's just an embarrassing moment when, you know what I mean? I mean, 8 years old.
Yeah, I know.
You have that down, right?
I
mean, your dad teaches you lead with the opposite leg. You know, you don't.
You know what?
I can't take it. I can't take it anymore.
I even think Chaz Bono throws a better ball than Barack Obama. And Chaz Bono's.
I guarantee you, I know some women in the Army that do.
Yeah, I mean.
That softball team now. That
you remember?
You don't want to get caught in the locker room of that Army softball team, woman softball team.
You remember that year that he was on camera at the basketball courts?
Oh, yeah.
And he missed 22 in a row. He would not leave until he hit one. He missed 22 in a row. Ridiculous.
I don't even miss 22 in a row.
Dude, no, I mean, nobody, if you play basketball or even remotely have a game, you don't miss 22 in a row. Not 22. I mean, sooner or later, you're just going to
you miss 3, then you go for the layup. Just to make sure
that's exactly what I was getting ready to say. That is exactly what, you're not going to, if a couple ain't falling, you're gonna roll up two under the rim and try to put it in there at least to
and
make it
make it into an athletic event with after effects when it's over, and just to make sure. Hey, no, I got this.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine everybody? Mr. President, we have to go. Don't worry about it, sir. Mr. President, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Mr. President, it's time to get on this girl's bike. Get that helmet on. Let's go. It's time to go see Larry.
Oh my God! Look, I can't wait. I can't wait.
I can't either.
President Trump is going into office. He's gonna take the office by storm, and that's exactly what we need. He's gonna be a worker. He ain't gonna be a talker. He's gonna be a worker. We got let's see, what is this? 843. You're on the phone.
Hey, this is Larry. How you doing, Wayne?
What's up, Larry?
I just on social media today, there was a big hullabaloo about all this Israel stuff, and I just keep seeing that they're our greatest ally, and I just want to know, what have they all done for us? I don't understand why they have this vaunted position.
You don't understand what again?
Why Israel is supposedly our greatest ally.
They're the only democracy. They're the only democracy in the Middle East.
Yeah, but that means nothing for our national interest. I don't.
All right, well, let's go past the national interest and let's try to remember.
Why? I thought it was America.
Hold on.
No, you hold up. Let's try to remember World War II, and let's try to remember what General Eisenhower and all of our troops discovered when we started uncovering all of the concentration camps in Europe. And let's try to remember that.
I don't care. I don't care. I do not care.
You don't have to care. You don't have to care. This is a Christian.
It's not in our national interest to feel bad about the Holocaust.
Well, I'll tell you what. It's in our national interest. This country does not survive without Christianity. It does not survive. The founding fathers said that, and they meant it, and they were correct. And if we don't protect this country, then
you okay over there? You okay?
I mean, it's just like they don't even believe in Jesus. I don't understand why that has anything to do with anything.
Well, so I can help you, man.
Basically, right now you support who?
I support America.
Okay, fine. So do I. But over there, are you saying you don't want to have anything to do with anything in the Middle East?
Well, yeah, I would like not to be involved with the Middle East at all. I would like to get all of our troops out of there and spend our money here. I don't understand why we even send them aid money. I mean, people complain about us sending aid money to Egypt, but then Israel, it's like, oh, we got to send them all our money. I don't understand.
We're not sending them all of our money, but these people have a God-given right to survive. And if there's nobody else that will protect them, have you looked at a map of the Middle East?
Yeah, but they have nuclear weapons, and nobody else in the Middle East really does. So
that's
why?
Not true.
Did you hear yourself? Did you hear yourself? Nobody else really does. Are you sure that you don't? I mean, are you sure nobody else over there has nuclear weapons? Yes or no?
Besides Pakistan.
Yeah.
No.
But just a while ago you said
Pakistan would wipe Israel off the face of the earth.
Just a while ago
if the United States wasn't there.
You said nobody else, and now all of a sudden you're saying Pakistan. So right now, I mean, that lets me know you're really not sure what's going on in the Middle East with our neighbor who is Israel. Okay, they are our ally. They have been our ally, and they have also taken up for us many times when we were over there.
Did they send troops to Iraq?
They have also taken up for us many times. Now, if you want to get specific on like little point. Then that's not where I'm going. I'm saying that they have taken up for us many times. Okay?
I'm not trying to be hostile. I'm just America first, and it's like,
oh, I am too.
A lot of the times it seems like, we can't even question it. I'm just questioning something. I mean, I'm not trying to be. I'm not trying to be ridiculous. It's America first, but then Israel's upset, and then I see Alex Jones, Dave Rubin, and Charles Krauthammer all of a sudden agreeing we've got to help Israel or it's going to be World War III. I mean, it's just kind of ridiculous.
Did you know that Iraq had a nuclear weapons program?
They might have a nuclear weapons program,
In the
but did we
80s.
find any WMDs?
No, listen. In the 1980s, they had a nuclear reactor in the 1980s. And you know who took it out?
Israel. Okay. Thank you. I mean, you sound like you were getting ready to go to sleep or something, so that's why I let you go. He sounded like he was
back
yawning.
next time. Call back at the beginning of the show, not at the end. Call back. There's only 4 minutes left.
He was like, wait a minute, I didn't call to be hostile. But
if you want to call and be hostile and say that you don't want to be hostile, that's fine. But call at the beginning of the show. Give me some time.
You were sure. You're like, no.
Don't start now. There's truths, and then there's untruths, and you can wave a Rand Paul flag all day long. I'm not playing that.
She was like, no, you wait a minute.
Well, and you know me, man. How many shows have we done? Thousands.
Oh, I know.
I don't do that.
I know.
I usually don't do that.
I know. I mean, look. I'm America First too, but we also have friends.
Absolutely.
Great Britain is our friend too.
Barack Obama's the one that abandons his friends, not us.
We don't abandon our friends, no matter what this guy was talking about. I mean, look, Israel. I came up in a Christian home. I know what the Bible tells me. That's what I believe. We've always been their friend. They've always been our friend. They have never gone against us. We've never gone against them. We watch each other's back.
Right.
They're friends.
And there has to be a biblical component to our country. For it to work, to have as many of our people have freedom, we have to have some kind of root in a spiritual morality, or it won't work.
That's me. Was like, I can't get. You know what? I'm gonna put that part of my
All right.
part of the video tonight. He was like,
I wasn't expecting it either because my Skype just came back, and it was like I listened to a clip and I'm like, all right, no, I didn't hear what he said from the first part, but that stuff sounded like some anti-Israel stuff.
I know. That's where I was going with. I was like, okay, so who do you like over there? I was going to throw Palestine.
And then the next time he came back, I'm like, yeah, I was right. All right, here we go.
Yeah, like, well, wait a minute, though.
Please call back.
He was like, well, no, you wait a minute. That was good. I'm going to put that part of the package so when y'all watch the video a little bit later that y'all can laugh at it. All right.
Alex Jones, really, man?
Yeah, I know.
We don't have to bring Alex Jones into it. Let's just talk amongst ourselves.
Yeah. Did you know Alex Jones took a whole lot of that Pizzagate stuff down?
Did he?
Yeah.
You called it. I'm still not convinced though that those are some perverted people, man. I'm still, they're not normal people. But all right, I left it go too.
Huh?
I let it go too. I mean, I haven't followed up with it, or nobody else has, and whatever.
Yeah.
I know Glenn Beck went liberal, so.
Yeah, well, he's been leaning that way anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been listening to the Wayne Dupree Show, and Chrissy, I don't want to forget on Friday night and Saturday night, we are doing 3-hour shows here.
How about that, man?
RSBN, we're doing 3-hour shows on Friday night.
You guys better listen.
You have to listen. You have to listen. We're doing 3-hour shows on Friday night from 8 to 11. From 8 to 11. We're going full at it, man. We're going to be taking your phone calls, end of the year type of stuff. We're going full at it. And then on Saturday afternoon from 5 to 8. And the reason why I didn't want to do it from 8 to 11, because I know some of y'all go to church. Some of y'all go out to the party. So we want to be there before you go out. So we're going to be from 5 to 8, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So get your beans and get your kale and get all that cooked before you turn us on. But we'll be back in tomorrow night. Again, Jimmy John's gave. I mean, I got a whole. You see this?
You gotta find a real
You see that?
Italian place, man.
And it's still. I mean, like bubbles are still popping off the thing. It's carbonated water, man. It had to be the Sprite. It had to be the Sprite that did it. I ain't even gonna taste it anymore. Somebody said it looked like I was eating another hot pepper when I got finished tasting it.
You know, we need to put, if we're going to do a 3-hour show.
Yep.
We need to have like at least a 10-minute segment sometime during that show about food.
Yo, no, oh man, we're gonna talk about everything, man.
I made some meatballs this weekend.
I saw that.
But I'm gonna hold off. I'm gonna hold off because we're almost out of time.
That's a picture.
You got to tune in tomorrow.
Yeah, man.
We might talk about those meatballs. Those are some fantabulous meatballs.
Hutch Bailey Jr. really tripped it up. Okay, really tripped it up. I'm gonna make some chili tomorrow.
Oh, that's good stuff.
I make some chili. I didn't go out and got the turkey sausage because they can't eat regular sausage. I can eat regular sausage, but they can't eat regular sausage. And then I got the beef. And then I got everything else. So I'm gonna do the chili tomorrow, and we're gonna hook it up. I got the sour cream, got the cheese. Oh, I forgot the chives. I gotta get the chives.
Gotta have them chives, man.
Yeah, and
you can grow them at home, you know.
Huh?
Very easy to grow.
You said grow weed at home?
No, the chives, man. The chives. Don't be putting them felonious words.
No, you wait a minute.
No, you hold on. You know DJ wanted to call tonight.
I know.
She's sitting at her phone like, man, I should have called.
I know. On that Obama phone. Ladies and gentlemen, when I get finished the show, I go and I wrap up and I get some of the best parts now, and I'm going to put them together. When you see it, retweet it, share it on Facebook, and it links back to the full show on RSBN. Let everybody know to check out the show if they missed it. I want to thank you for watching us tonight on RSBN. Thank you for listening to us on WCCD AM 1000 out of the greater Cleveland area. And also,
love you, Cleveland. Love you, Cleveland.
Love you, Cleveland. Also on Periscope. Thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate it. And to my speaker crowd, thank you so much. You are the bee's knees. You really are.
Where it all started.
You really are. Yeah, you really are. As a matter of fact, I put in for the Wayne Dupree app today off of Spreaker. So y'all should have that. And Hutch is going to get his too for Cold War
thanks
Radio.
for that, man. I was trying to navigate through there and you helped me out.
There you go.
I got to go scan some stuff to get that thing going, but we're going to do the app too.
Yep. Hey, Hutch, how can people reach out to you on social media?
Hey, I'm Hutch Bailey Jr. on Facebook and Gab, Berg's Eye View on Twitter. And got a GoFundMe thing, gofundme.com/Cold War Radio. Thanks, Wayne.
Don't forget Cassie. Cassie Dillon was on tonight. You can listen to her show tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday. Tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Ray's Right, Cassie and Will. So Ray's Right tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Right Side Broadcasting Network. Check me out on Gab, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Just type in Wayne Dupree Show. Twitter and Facebook still are condensing my reach. So people don't see me on the notifications. People aren't sharing some of the stories that I'm putting up, but that's okay. I'm going to still keep at it. But I just want to let everybody know that I am still out there. I'm still putting out the stories. I'm at WayneDupree.com or NewsNinja2012.com. NewsNinja2012.com. Chrissy, I'm going to talk to you a little bit later tonight. I'm going to send you some stuff later on tonight. Chrissy also wants to get in contact with you, Hutch, so I'll send her your email address. Until tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Right Side Broadcasting, I am going to talk to you later. Good night.